ideas don't matter if you don't communicate them effectively. This quote stood out to me from the Hustle's newsletter with their an interview they did with Morgan Housel, who's a partner at Collaborative Fund. Now, Mr. Housel may not have been referring to brand messaging here, but the statement holds more true in marketing and business than anywhere else. The reason for that is because of the limited amount of time that you have with a potential customer's attention, and it's narrowing. So customers aren't just buying products anymore. A smart product without a sticky message is just an opportunity lost. You could have the greatest idea or product in the world, but it doesn't matter if your brand isn't resonating. The right message targeted to the right audience at the right time means the difference between making it and not. It's why even politicians hire marketing and PR teams to simplify their point of view into easily digestible kernels like taglines, memorable posters, and emotive content. So one of the main reasons that I got into branding in the first place was because working in the startup and tech scene, I came across so many brilliant people with great ideas that just didn't make it because their message wasn't clear or it didn't land with customers. Somewhere along my path of professional copywriting, creating and directing content, and brand management, I realized that my superpower was helping brands to define and communicate their ideas to the world through brand strategy. So leveraging our creative agency, I could then work with a team to build the brand around that positioning via photography, graphic design, copywriting, website design, etc. Ensuring that the message was woven into every piece of the brand experience. Think of it as firing on all cylinders. So since launching in 2016, we've helped over 50 brands to create and redefine their ideas and communicate them effectively. In that time, I've learned a thing or two about why brands are getting this wrong and how to fix it. So what do you do if your brand message isn't landing? First, get some human data. Interview past customers or brand loyalists and find out what's on their mind right now. Never assume that you know what's important to them, especially in these times, guys. You must go to the source. It's also a great way to ensure that they're even catching your message. Make sure that you're checking, have they seen your ads or your content recently? Second, check your strategy. Make sure that you yourself are clear on the message. Why does your brand exist? Who are you targeting? Why do they care? These are some of the fundamental questions that you should be asking yourself all the time, and they should evolve as your brand and as the world evolves. Strategy is not a one and done thing. You'll constantly have to come back to it to ensure that it's A, still relevant, B, still true, and C, still focused on the same audience. Third, pivot your message. Yep, you guessed it. If your customers' needs or goals have changed, if new players have disrupted your market, or if for whatever reason your message just doesn't have the desired response that it once did, you need a fresh approach. Consider new go-to-market tactics that address emerging needs. For example, let's say that you have an eyewear brand. Could you perhaps address the excess time that people are spending on their digital devices right now by speaking to the amount of blue light that your lenses filter? There's always a new need that you can be addressing. There's always ways that you can make yourself relevant to a new audience. So you just need to be willing to mine that gold and go for it. Hope that's helpful.